All right, let's move on to another game featuring two teams at or above 500. 4-4 Texans taking on the 5-3 Cincinnati Bengals, who are surging in the AFC. They are favored by 6.5 against C.J. Stroud and his 470 passing yards last week, plus 5 touchdowns, over under of 47. Do the Bengals get to 6-3, Chris?
Well, yes, I'm going with the Bengals. Do I think it's a little scary? Sure. I don't know what to think. I think of what I look at as the Texans defense, right? I think that's, and where I look at it, I think what scares me more than anything is the health status of the Bengals receivers. That's, of course, a big determining factor here. T. Higgins, a little injury in practice yesterday, right? Jamar Chase was 9 feet up in the air and then landed on his back. I don't know if he's going to be able to go. So that worries me. I think the Bengals, like we were kind of talking about with the Ravens, are one of the hottest teams in the sport, obviously, right? And I think they dominated that game against Buffalo last Sunday night a little better than what the score would even show there. And with the Texans defense, I like it, right? They got torn up last week in a lot of ways. There was a little running the ball by the Buccaneers and some big plays in the pass game. I think the Bengals are playing great on offense, capable of that. And here's the other thing I just bring to the table. The Bengals have showed me they know how to have the right route combinations versus this D'Amico Ryan zone defense that he's so good at, right? A lot of similarities. Again, they played the 49ers. It's still the same system there. Yeah, Steve Wilkes isn't coaching as good as D'Amico Ryan's. We know that. But there's an understanding of how to attack it. And I think between that and being on the road in Cincinnati and Cincinnati's defense is awesome at all three levels, I'm going to ride with them here 24-17, but an uncomfortable 24-17.
Yeah, look, the Texans have shown they can win on the road. They beat the Jaguars by 20 points earlier this year, but lately it's been more up and down, win at home, lose on the road. The defense blew it last week before C.J. Stroud in the offense scored a touchdown when they got the ball back with 46 seconds to play. They drove down the field, and they got the points they needed to win the game. I think Joe Burrow hitting the stride now that he's healthy. I am worried about the injured receivers, but I'm not worried about Joe Burrow. I'm going to try to thread the needle on this one. I've got the Bengals 27-24, narrowly winning. The Texans get the cover. The Bengals get the win, and the Texans come away with, I know there's no such thing as moral victories, but it is a moral victory. I think it gives them confidence that they can go from 4-5 maybe to a wild card berth, and if not, lay the foundation to be a real contender next year.
Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you. I think your points are valid, and I could certainly see them hanging around and making this very, very tight and interesting, especially if both receivers for Cincinnati are out. That's where I start to go, that scares me, and that's where Cincinnati's defense, I think, will have to step up in a major way. Yo, what up, homies? Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Right now, we got Sunday pod, right? So you can have it Monday morning. We recap all the action. Wednesday, it's the What the Happened podcast. We're going to get deep in the weeds on the key matchups of the week. And then Thursday, I'm picking games with that jerk Florio. So you know where to find us, homies. Keep watching. Peace out. We'll see you.